Hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa, and I am also known as the Taropist, and I am going to be your tarot card reader. Guys, we are going to do a full-sized love reading today. This can resonate for any placement of any sign at any time. It can be anywhere from single to married and anywhere in between. I am just going to pick up on energies here. We are going to, in the first column, we're going to look at the energy that you bring to the connection that you have on your mind. The second column will be the person that you have on your mind's energy. Of course, because it is just energy, the roles can sometimes be reversed. So if it feels like you are more fitting for the second column and they are more fitting for the first column, you can definitely reverse those roles. I am going to refer to you as the first column, however, and then there will be a third column here, guys, where we will look into a potential outcome. And again, because this is just energy, it is potential, and any decisions that you would make in your physical reality are ultimately going to shape your physical reality. Okay. I am going to do a little bit more about myself in the channel here, but for those of you who are not interested in that introduction, there will be a timestamp in the pinned comment below that you can jump right ahead into the reading, okay? I will see those of you there. And then anyone who is interested in knowing a little bit more about myself in the channel, again, I am the Taropist. And anything that you would ever need to know about me or the channel, you can find usually in the description box below the channel description, as well as the community tab. You can always check out my website, which is www.thetaropist.com. I do currently have the Zoom and FaceTime readings closed for the remainder of the summer. However, those should be opening up shortly, and I do still have pre-recorded and email readings available, and those are listed in the description box below as well as in the channel description. Guys, what was I gonna say? Oh, you will just make the payment to either the PayPal or the Cash App listed below, and then send that receipt of payment along with your questions to my email address listed below. And I think that's about it for that. What else do I need to say? Okay, so this reading again is collective, and it isn't possibly going to resonate for everyone. However, if you would like me to be more likely to pick up on your personal situation in this and future readings, engaging with the channel and the reading in some way is going to be very helpful. So it's called energy transference, and whenever you do connect with something by showing your, even the view is usually I think a good way, or is oftentimes I think you could still um get your energy nice and embedded into the reading by just viewing the video. But the more action you take, or the more engagement you show, the more I think thoroughly I will be able to pick up on your energy. It seems like to me. Anyways, this happens when I start engaging with a channel, or when I find a new channel and I start engaging. It seems like the readings are always resonant for me, or like they feel like literal personal readings. And then when I don't watch for a while and then I come back, maybe the first couple readings are not, very resonant, but I'll still like the videos and show support, because I think showing support is very important anyways. It's like, wow. And then immediately the readings start feeling like they're personal again. Okay. So that is called energy transference. And it is very helpful for us to pick up on your energy in these collective readings if you're engaging with the channels in some way. Okay. For any readers out here that are reading energy and channeling information. Guys, the most easy ways that you can do that again are by liking or commenting on any of the videos or the community tab posts as well. You can definitely share any of the content. And then my personal favorite, and I think the most powerful way for you to get your energy nice and ingrained into the channel here, is by clicking that little subscribe button below. If you are going to subscribe to the channel, guys, and you would like to be notified when I do upload or go live, go ahead and click that little bell notification icon to all. Okay, guys, we're going to get started on these dream guidance love messages, just to kind of see where we're at. Wow, it is already 4 minutes in, and I really went nuts on that spiel. Did I say something 2 times? That might happen. I did just get off of work a little early, a lot early, way too early. Let's see what we got here. Anybody hiring, guys? I'm certainly willing to travel. We are not meant for each other. Okay. Now, I don't know if that's you and this person, or if this person or you are in a karmic connection and starting to realize that they're not with the person that you're meant to be with or something. I feel insecure. Oh, I regret hurting you. I know you are worth the wait. So it does feel like somebody is in a karmic connection or was in a karmic connection and chose something that was more surface level or superficial over something that was deep and real. And there's a lot of reasons that something like this may happen. Sometimes it's simply because when you find somebody that you truly connect with, there is a need to be vulnerable, or they bring the vulnerability out in you or something like that, or just knowing that they have the potential to crush you makes you vulnerable to their to them, right? So sometimes people will literally intentionally choose somebody that they're not in love with, or choose somebody that doesn't give them that same feeling, so that they don't have that same vulnerability. Okay, I hope that makes sense. And we are going to move right in. I don't know what is what here. We're going to find out more in just a second with the tarot. And first, we're going to start out with your energy. Okay. We did get a card here, and it is the Justice card. You could definitely be a Libra or have Libra highly aspected in your chart. Justice. Justice card is literally about justice, okay? It's about karmic justice, or about kind of like the scales always balancing, or what you give, you get, or um Tower card. And so two major arcanas, by the way, in the first two cards. Your person's energy is the Tower card, and it does represent Mars. And it does represent Aries and Scorpio. And it does represent upheaval or some sort of abrupt change that can be very unexpected. Well, abrupt kind of covered that, but it feels like they might be the one going through the ending of a karmic connection. And I do want to say, I feel like they've been left or either found something out about this connection, because it does feel like they're being forced to recognize the connection they had with you. Because it's so like, I want to say that when we're living in a more on autopilot, or living in a life that's not fulfilling to us, just going through the motions and things like that. If the divine has another plan for us, they will throw in these moments of, a tower moment. Is it getting blurry here, guys? I think it was been blurry the whole damn time because it's really dark in here. But so things that maybe seem chaotic or traumatic, even they even appear to be sometimes traumatic losses. This can be a job loss, or this could be a relationship loss, or something like that, where it seems like we're losing something, but we're actually, it's like this tower is falling down because it was built out of flimsy material. Okay, this means that if the connection that this person was in was built, this tower, it was built on fake love, or it was built on ulterior motives. So then the divine again will throw in something. I am getting that they maybe found out that this person was cheating, or just in general not with them for the right reasons. Okay, by the way, I want to say that the person that, both parties are usually, I don't know if ever there's one party that's necessarily in it for the right reasons. I think one person sometimes thinks they are, but oftentimes they were both in it for different and specific conveniences, sometimes for financial stability, or sometimes because they didn't know how to be alone, sometimes because they were, felt like the person was very attractive and they felt validated by that person, or felt like they would make them look validated in the world, or up their status, or something like this. um Five of Swords in the overarching energy, though. Oh, okay. So we're moving right along to the potential outcome, which is the Three of Swords. This is about heartbreak. This is about something very painful, a very painful um, situation. Okay. And then you've got the Five of Swords in the overarching energy, which is another pretty painful card. And it's about self-sabotage or sabotage or defeat. It does feel like some mind games are occurring at this time. And I don't know if their person is playing it with them or if they're playing them with you. Regardless, the Justice card is in your energy. So whatever is, it's like when you put good out into the universe, good will come back. And even if this does seem like something you really wanted, the divine is not going to allow you to have it if it's not meant for you or if it would be bad for you, especially when you do have this divine protection. Rejection is God's protection or something like that. And let's get more on your energy. Why are these cards not shuffling? Weird. So we got the Four of, something about Four of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Fool card. Maybe it's you that's in the karmic connection. Maybe you're both in karmic connections. Let's find out more about this person. Eesh. Oh, baby. The Five of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. I'm sorry, I'm going to say this. I do feel like this person is feeling like they missed an opportunity with you. And I feel like it's only coming by way of them finding out that somebody's cheating on them. Okay. So I'm going to say right now, the way this is, it's like, please don't fall for whatever this person is coming with. I do feel like they're going to be very charming about it. And I feel like there's another like side to this. It's like, it's not just, they're feeling like they missed out on something with you, but I feel like I want you to also recognize, because if that was all, then I feel like it might be tempting for you. But there is a part where they're trying to get the person that cheated on them to feel jealous, or they may come in and tell you that they missed out on something with you because they want the person that cheated on them to feel jealous, something like that. I'm going to get a potential outcome here, but I think there's been enough information. So I don't want this outcome. I mean, regardless, we'll just see what happens. It's saying basically that if you fall for, and I don't always get that on the Fool card, I always get very good energy, but it's like it wants you to be very aware of the motives of this person and not fall for their charm. Okay, something like that. Because it looks like they haven't let go of whatever this connection is, or the feeling rejected by. Okay, so it's like the person cheated on them. The person that they thought validated them cheated on them. There's like an extra layer of deceit or an extra layer of rejection there when that is the case. Let me get the potential outcome. However, if I could get a couple cards here. These cards are acting funny. It must be like humid in this house. I'm getting there's some hoes in this house. What a weird. Holy shit. By the way, baby, rejecting this person. Oh, my goodness. What a beautiful outcome, right? It's like is it with this person? No. I want to say that there's a strong need for you to reject this offer. It's somebody. Ooh, okay. And then the Seven of Cups. So this is going to help me explain this a little bit better. So there's a strong need for you to discern wisely what this person's motives are. There is going to be somebody very passionate about you. There is somebody who's very passionate about you now, by the way, that is going to lead to marriage. This could be a Taurus, a Leo, a Gemini, or a Virgo. We do have Sagittarius here, but I actually feel like that's more your other person's energy, or the person that is going to come in and say that they missed an opportunity with you, or they wish they had done things differently in the beginning with you. Or they wish they would have chosen you and all this stuff. And it's like, no, you're not just coming up with that right now because you've learned or because you've been enlightened. You're coming up with it now because you're being embarrassed or screwed over by somebody else. So now you want me to try to help you save face in that. No, thank you. Okay. So, but it does look like your ability to reject this person, which by the way, I feel like you're sort of an empathic being. And I feel like it's going to be hard for you to reject this person just because you feel bad for what they're going through. But they're saying your ability to reject this is going to kind of like help you avoid this heartbreak that is the potential outcome between you and this person, whoever you have on your mind. By the way, I don't know if you even know that this person has been cheated on yet. I do feel like they know already, but they may not. This might be coming in abruptly and soon. But it's like, by the way, I want to say I don't even know that they're being faithful to the person necessarily. Um, so I feel like you dodged a bullet here. By the way, I do feel like this is somebody that missed an opportunity with you in the past. Most of you will know who I'm talking about because I feel like not constantly. I feel like you think about them from time to time because there was a strong, I want to say magnetic energy between the two of you, or there was a strong chemistry between the two of you. Definitely a physical attraction here, but they chose to be with somebody I think that they maybe were already with or something like that. Or, if they met you both at the same time, that's not what it feels like. It feels like they met you afterwards and did feel a strong connection to you and was tempted to explore things with you, but they were still with this person and they ultimately they chose this person, which I want to say that because they're saying something about you being the kind of person who would never break up a home, even if it wasn't a happy one or something like that. So, anyways, you resisting this offer that's coming in from this person who, again, you being able to see the Seven of Swords here, or the Seven of Wands. I can't. The Seven of Cups here is about how you can see that all the cups, or most of the cups, look identical on the outside, but not all cups are the same. So not all people, regardless of their external appearance, not everything that shines and not everything that glitters is gold, is what I want to say here. So it's saying here that even though this person, you did seem to have a chemistry with them, there was definitely a physical attraction, I want to say, but it's like, and they're gonna make this sound like this is the other part. They're saying they're gonna make it sound like they've decided that they just weren't happy without you, or that they've decided that you were a better fit for them. But the reality is they found out this person didn't love them and was cheating on them, and even if they didn't find out they were cheating, that person left them and they're now trying to save face here, and they're going to use you to do so. So please don't allow that to happen. Please use your discernment wisely. It's like you're going to know that there's something that isn't quite right, so there's going to be clues, and it's like, please have your red flag radar on, and don't allow anything that you would feel, it feels like sort of manipulative. So make sure that you're aware of that. Okay. I do feel like you have a lover on the way, by the way. It could be a Gemini, like I said, a Taurus, a Leo, a Gemini, Virgo, a lover on the way, because you are resisting this opportunity. So it's very imperative that you do resist this opportunity and don't waste your time trying to, I want to say, care for somebody who didn't care for you. Okay. So it's time for you to have your boundaries with somebody whom I guess you care about. I think you care about people in general, and it's going to be hard for you to resist this. It's saying basically even resist being a friend to this person at this time, because this person is going to try to use your presence to make the person that left them or cheated on them jealous. And the divine is saying that is extremely disrespectful and self-abandoning if you do go for something like that at this time. And they're not going to be able to bring in this opportunity for you that I think is going to be very passionate, loving, and possibly lead to marriage. Okay. I hope this makes sense for you, and I am going to leave it there. If you've made it this far, go ahead and hit that like button and the subscribe button if you did dig the vibe. I will see you in the next reading. Mwah.